Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kop-Ish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yes, people, what is going on? It's your boy Malak Matt, and it is Wednesday, the 21st of July. And when I say people, it is baking. As you can see, like, yeah, I'm just wearing, you know what I mean, the vest and that. That's how we roll. That's how we move. Shout out to everyone as well that's hopefully enjoying the nice weather, because I'm not gonna lie, the weather's been nice. Listen, I think we've had it for about, what, 3 days now, innit? Like, long may it continue. But yes, people, this is the Summer Daily News Show. This is the one place where you get all the Liverpool news all together as one, where myself, Callum, and Drift break it down for you guys. And there's only one place to start, people, because Liverpool are always going to be in the news for transfers, as we are looking to potentially buy some players. You kind of hope. Let me start off with this one, people. It's regarding Jarrod Bowen. That's right, Jarrod Bowen. Reportedly, in regards with Jarrod Bowen, the Athletic have come out and said today that West Ham's Jarrod Bowen is on the radar, as reported by James Pearce as well. Apparently, he's on a list of other potential targets, but Klopp really does like him. But again, they do talk about going for a player like Bowen, who came from Hull for, I believe it was for £18 million, rising to 25. So that's peas, people, yeah. They talk about whether Xherdan Shaqiri and Divock Origi would help facilitating that move. Jarrod Bowen as well, he scored 8 goals and contributed 5 assists in 38 Premier League games. Now, Jarrod Bowen, listen, he's a talent. Obviously, if I'm not mistaken, he is English. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. I believe he is English. Left-footed as well, can cut inside. He is good. He's kind of techy with it. Is he the player that I think could help our squad? Potentially, yeah. But again, I don't know. Like, I think to myself, is he better than Xherdan Shaqiri? But again, I suppose the argument is Xherdan Shaqiri's not fit. So it is a thing where, you know, you have to weigh up. And if we was to buy him, I think a lot of people would be underwhelmed if we was to sign him, so to speak. But again, if West Ham bought him for 18, rising to 25, imagine how much we would have to pay with that Premier League tax. I don't know about that, people. So yeah, let's wait and see what happens with that. Next one to talk about. This one won't go away, people. You know what time it is? It's Jordan Henderson, isn't it? Like, the captain has been in the news since Monday, since news broke that contract negotiations weren't fruitful at all. They've gone very slowly. They haven't broken down, so to speak, how some people were reporting, and I think even I reported that myself, but they haven't broken down. It's just a case of they're not making any headway, and I think it remains to be seen what's going to happen next. And even talking about Henderson as well, I want to talk about an article that was written by Tony Evans. Big up Tony Evans, part of the independent newspaper, along with Melissa Reddy. He talks about how FSG were never really sold on Henderson. And I just want to read out an extract from it as well. So it says, FSG were never keen on the 20 million signing of Henderson from Sunderland. Obviously, Kamoli, who was the director at the time, told the Americans the 20-year-old was everything we wanted in a midfielder. J.W. Henry was against it when he found out only Kamoli had scouted Henderson and watched the player for a mere 8 times. Henry even said our scouts were opposed and shocked. When Kamoli parted company with the club a year later, the owners left him with no illusions about the reasons. The day I got sacked, they told me I'd made a mistake on Jordan Henderson and he was a waste of money. I actually remember Kamoli saying that. And obviously under Brendan Rodgers managed to get more out of him as well. But I just think, like, there's another part of the extract where, you know, I think where they talk about how, where is it? I'm just trying to bring it now. Yeah, in regards to the age and how, you know, Liverpool, the way how we go into contract negotiations with players at a certain age, we like to do these 1 or 2 year deals. When you think about it, it's the captain. And again, from a business point of view, I get it. You're thinking, regardless of who he is, you're just thinking he's 31. obviously his best years are most likely, gone. So if we are gonna do it, we do it by year by year. But this is Jordan Henderson. You don't do that. It's that simple. Like, and I'm sure every Liverpool fan will tell you that. Well, at least 99% will. You just got to sign this man up to a new deal, 3-year deal or 2-year deal, extension to what he. So what this deal that he's on now ends when he's 33. So end it to when he's 35 in it, and we take it from there because I think he's still got a lot more to offer. There's something else I wanted to read as well regarding the article that stood out for me. I'm just trying to see if I can find it now. If not, I'm going to move on because what I was reading, I was like, nah, man, this is crazy. Like, this is Jordan Henderson that we're talking about. And it's just weird that how we've got to a point as Liverpool fans where our captain is in the midst of contract debacle. We don't know what's going on. We felt the same thing with Genie Wijnaldum, and look what's happened. The same thing has happened with Genie Wijnaldum. So I don't know, man. It's kind of worrying if you ask me. It's really, really worrying. But again, we just can only hope and pray that this works out better for Hender, way better than works out a lot better for Hender than it did for Genie Wijnaldum. Can't find a bit I want to talk about. But anyway, the last bit I want to speak about regarding this kind of talks about how, which leads into my next thing, is about the wages and how it's risen by 95% to 325 million, and too many first team players are about to hit 30, and Liverpool are looking to recruit younger players, isn't it? Like, I get all of that. I really, really do. I really do. But at the same time, I look at it and think, do you know what? If you're Liverpool Football Club, you kind of have to just do what needs to be done, and the wage bill is always going to be higher because you are the biggest club in the world, so you get what you pay for. So just speaking a bit more about that, I want to bring up something. This is via the Echo. They were speaking about this today, and they were saying Liverpool may still add further to their squad in the summer transfer market with midfield and attack, two crucial areas to strengthen ahead of the new campaign, which we kind of know about anyway. It's more likely going to be the two. It's either going to be a midfielder and an attacker. But then it also goes to say any incomings are not expected to be imminent, given that there are several players who need to be moved on first, with the likes of Harry Wilson and Xherdan Shaqiri. Now, another player that we've been linked with obviously quite heavily is Donyell Marlin. And they speak about how Donyell Marlin is, Marlin's a player that Liverpool do like, the whole scouting recruitment team, Klopp. But then, big up David Lynch as well. He was part of this article. He said the possible stumbling block, though, for this potential signing for Malin would be is that obviously he has Dortmund as an alternative, right? Dortmund could go and sign him. And obviously Dortmund can offer him that first team football, where at Liverpool, I suppose, you're going to have to really fight for your place, whereas he will come in as a replacement for Jadon Sancho, which I get. But I would rather lose out on the player that way, where it's a case of he chooses another team because he feels like he's going to get first team football rather than it being a money issue. And I think that's what a lot of us fans are really frustrated with. We understand we can't get every single player in the world. We understand that, right? Like, we're not silly around here, people, yeah? But at the same time, we just want our club to do the right thing. And the right thing is, in my opinion, is you strengthen. And to be fair, when you strengthen, you should have strengthened when you was at your peak or at your highest, or when you could really see the time is now. Strike while the iron is hot, right? As they say. When we won the Champions League, we should have really kicked on, but we didn't. We kept on doing this whole rainy day thing, and not rainy day, but rainy day. We're gonna wait for a rainy day, and when that happens, the funds will be there. Still waiting, and every single year we keep reading, next year Liverpool are looking to do something, So yeah, it's a bit mad, but yeah, in regards to all the whole contract negotiations and stuff and things like that, I think it basically they're just going to say the wage bill is really high. They also just talk about how they've got a lot of big decisions to make with Salah, Mane, Virgil van Dijk, Fabinho, but I think a lot of those will just sign up. I think it's more so Salah, Mane, Firmino as well. I think Salah's contract is a big issue. What they're talking about in Echo as well. So we'll have to stay tuned for that as well. And last but not least, I want to talk about this brother right here again, because he just won't go away, Saul Niguez. In sport, they are talking about how Liverpool apparently have offered. Are you ready for this, people? Xherdan Shaqiri as part of a make weight, as part of the deal, and Jordan Henderson. Now, if that is true, Jordan Henderson might as well just like, leave the club right now, so to speak, because that's just crazy talk. I cannot see Liverpool offering Jordan Henderson to go and get Saul Niguez. I can't see it personally. Xherdan Shaqiri, I can see Liverpool putting in Xherdan Shaqiri. So I'm not going to say that article is full rubbish, but one thing I will say is that it does look like we still are in for Saul. From what it looks like, he does look like he could be that midfielder that we look like we're supposed to get, the replacement for Gini Wijnaldum. And I like Saul. I think he's a class player. Didn't have a great season last season. Probably one of his worst seasons for Atletico, but still an amazing player in my opinion. And I think he adds something, and especially being left-footed as well, brings a bit more balance in it. Brings more balance to the squad. So yeah, people, it's a lot of day of news, man. It's a lot of news coming our way. I think what we're gonna find out over the next couple of days and even weeks is contract negotiations for other players. I think once, obviously, we sold Gruitch yesterday, and we sold Awanini as well. I think we're going to see more outgoings, potentially Xherdan Shaqiri. So I think the next couple of days in which I said before is really going to heat up, man. And it's going to be an interesting one to see because Liverpool really do have work to do. No one is being fooled by this whole players that were injured when they're back in. It's like they're a new signing. We ain't falling for that. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens, people. But yes, if you haven't already, people, smash that like button, and you know what I mean. Give us the smash. Give us the like. You know what I'm saying. It's your boy, man like Matt. I'm out, people. I'll see you for another one. Take it easy. Peace.